All right, what you are looking at is the highway. This is the Deck Park Tunnel, the missing link of the 10 interstate freeway. This is the final connection between the West Coast and the rest of the country, the Deck Park Tunnel. It's Interstate 10, it's the highway, and I'd like to talk a little bit about the highway. Once again, the other night, I was robbed of my bag sometime in the night. It amazes me. I mean, the kids cannot leave me alone here, you know, and not in the way that I want them to leave me alone, you know. It's like I'm constantly being harassed and, you know, put screws to. And the only reason I could think of why they're doing it is because I'm drinking at night. So I'm kind of drinking myself to sleep. But you know, it's really not the police I fear, it's the children, because they have better patrols than the police, and it seems for some domestic reason they're intent on cruising back alleys and back roads in search of homeless men that might be imbibing of the you know, the forbidden juice. Anyways, that's the only reason I can think why they're robbing me and jacking me and making my life here in Phoenix, since I've been here, a veritable hell. You know, that's the only reason I could think of. You know, it's I don't know. You know, what can I say? I mean, I guess this is a city that has marijuana dispensaries all over. You know, you can get pot anywhere. And I read in the New Times the other day, you can get it delivered, you know, now. Also, this is a place like so many other cities in the country that has a opioid epidemic here. You know, all the homeowners and their children are strung out on horse and heroin. You know, but sadly, for some reason, you know, it's irrelevant to the young boys that have a knack on looking me up, shall we say, at 2 or 3 in the morning and robbing me, or just making myself a hell, making my life a hell. Okay. You know, with that said, I mean, I've not experienced the kind of abuse from ignorant children like I have here in Phoenix. And you know, all the cities I've been to in the past 3 years, even when I was back here last, in 14, all right, 3 years ago, it's just, there's something about Phoenix and the mentality here that it's just pervasive. I mean, it's so ignorant and it's so irresponsible. It's so transient. It's a very transient city. But I have never seen the ignorance here that I've seen in other cities. Now, that may be because I have some ties here. I know some people here. But even that has proven, you know, those guys have proven to be like really ignorant and stuff, and have not a clue as to, you know, what's going on outside their little hovels. But yeah, it for some reason Phoenix seems very punitive to me, and it was that way in 14, and now 3 years later I come back, and it's like there's no change here, there's no difference here. The people that I hated back then I still hate today. And sadly enough, some of the people I admired back then that for some reason are still here have just fallen through and not come through for me here, on my stay here. So it's sad, big disappointment once again in Phoenix. And here as I overlook the highway and the horses coming through, or is that chickens? I don't know. But I'm just dismayed, because in the old days, and I spent some time on the street in the old days, when if you leave children running through the night alone, they'll leave you alone. It's just a matter of simple respect among the people going through the city, or the towns or whatever. But, the only people that got their, the homeless guys that got their ass beat in were the ones that would come up on boys, and mock them or make fun of them or somehow, those were the guys that got their ass beat in and you heard about on the evening news. But now it seems like the children rule in this year of 17, and like you no longer have to go and accost or run up on a boy or some young man in the middle of the night for him to come and put you in place in some way, and it's sad state of affairs here in 17. And it's Phoenix, but it troubles me for the rest of the year. And what that could bode with the children down the road that I try to avoid and try to hide from in some tunnel that nobody hopefully will know I'm there and will leave me alone as I try to make my way through the night into the morning.